So hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be showing you how to read from a file using the scanner class. It's really very simple. So I've already created my class here, file reader class, which I've created right now, and it already has the main method. So the first thing that is required here is to import the scanner class. So I'm going to go ahead and import the scanner class. java.util.util.scanner. Now there should be always a try catch block to catch any error that pops up while you're opening the file, or that error that shows up when you don't have the file in your current directory. So try catch block is necessary while you open and read from a file using the scanner object. So inside the try block we can create the scanner object. I'll just call the scanner object which I'll create in. I'll just call it in. New scanner, new file. So the scanner object accepts a parameter of file object. It accepts a file object as a parameter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the file object here. So in this case, you need to know the difference between formatter. It's a bit different because you need to have the file already created and it should be present in the current directory. Two factors. So it needs to be already created. You can see that a file here is already created. I have a text file already created and saved in my current directory, and the contents of the file are this: hello, how are you doing, brother? I'm doing fine, thanks. So what my task is to print these two lines. So I'm going to type the name of the file exactly as it is in my current directory. It should be exactly the same. Now there is an error because I haven't imported the file class that is necessary for creating file objects. I'm going to go ahead and import the file. Now what my task is to directly print out whatever is there in the text file. So I'm going to do it using a while loop. In.as next. So what in.has next do? The scanner class has a method called as next. It checks if there are contents in the file. If there are more contents in the file, it goes ahead and it just returns true. So you know what happens when it returns true. It returns true, then it will go into the while block. So whenever the in object is having contents, it goes into the while loop. This is a boolean method which returns true if there are more contents. Has next is a boolean method which returns true if there are more contents. So inside the while block, my task is to just print out the statements which are there in the text.txt file. So it's really simple. I'll just go ahead and use system.out.println in dot. I'm just gonna go ahead and use in dot next line. So what does this line do? The scanner class has a method called nextLine which reads a line and returns the contents as a string. It reads one line at a time. So what kind of execution happens here? The hasNext method of scanner class checks if there are contents in the file. If there are more contents in the file, it returns true if there are more contents in the file. If it returns true, it will go into the system execution will go into the next line in the while block. So this is the next line in the code. So this line will be executed. What does next line do here? Next line returns the contents of the file if line by line as a string. It at a time it reads just one line. So after once it is in the while block, when this is executed, it reads the first line of the file first. During the first execution of the while loop, it reads the first line of the file text.txt. This is the first line. This will be read and it will be printed out because we have a system.out.println method. Note that next line always returns the contents of one line only at a time, and it returns the contents as a string. And what I'm doing in this video is I'm just going to print out the contents, that string, that one line string only. I'm not going to use it or store it in a variable. I'm not going to manipulate that variable or anything. I'm just going to go directly and print it. So you can see that both the lines of text.txt are printed here. Hello, how are you doing, brother? I'm doing fine, thanks. The contents are exactly the same as this file. Hello, how are you doing, brother? I'm doing fine, thanks. So have you missed anything in this scenario? Yes, you have forgotten to close the input. Well, technically I've forgotten to close the input. I need to always close the scanner object. In.close. So that resources are not leaked in any cases, I need to close the scanner object. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you have enjoyed. Thank you.